week on NBA 2K TV. In top plays, it's your top block. Then the 2K community takes on this season's 2K TV challenge.
Are you kidding me?
And we update you on what's happening in my team. That's all coming up now.
We come to you tonight from the shores of Lake Erie as the streets. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the center position. And for Cleveland, Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Ashman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at the 5, roaming the paint. And the Bulls start out with the ball. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
Now here's Levine, and that one good.
You see Levine's filled out his frame, shakes off contact, and completes the play.
Garland with it. White's there. Here's Drummond. The jumper's good from inside 6 feet.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
To the middle. Here's Porter. Pass to Carter. In the corner, it's Levine. Back to Carter. Stolen away. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Deflects the pass. Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Well, everyone knows once Drummond gets anywhere around the rim, it's pretty much a done deal.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick. A shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. Back to Levine. Shot clock at 5. And a miss there on the triple. And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Kobe White keeping his head up, shows great vision, and delivers a great pass.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws here for the night. They throw good, Garland. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Markkanen passes to Carter. Cavaliers with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Such a menace close to the rim. You got to respect Sexton's fearlessness when he's amongst the bigs.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group.
At the line for 2.
And so he makes both from the line. Bulls trail by 4. Over to the left wing. Inside. And that one is hammered home.
With good size, vision, and ability to pass the ball, Satoransky can make some sweet dishes.
And Sexton slams it in.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. To the middle. It's deflected. .158 left in the first quarter. Launches it. Doesn't go for it. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Young with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Here's Cornette. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Nance, right side, outside, Porter. .119 left here in the opening quarter. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Windler. Satoransky grabs the miss. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Young dishes to Dunn. Young, good. Cavaliers trailing. Down low, Nance. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. So for the Bulls, Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. And it's Harrison in for Chris Dunn. Here's Nance. Here's Thompson. The kick out to Porter. On the wing, Nance. He dishes it to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Nance with no one around. They grab their own miss. Cleveland moving the ball around. They shoot again. Here's Thompson. Missed it, even after all those chances. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And that one's good, Harrison.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Sexton. And he can't stop the run as he misses. There's Harrison, right wing. Valentine wide open. He fires. Oh, good with the triple. And so the first quarter is in the books. Bulls lead by 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Cleveland. And recently we chatted with Zach LaVine about the team, and he pointed out what...
You know, we should have energy and we should be outplaying the other team, like I said, just competitive-wise.
Greg trying to turn their youthful exuberance into a weapon.
I like that he's focused on increasing their level of activity because it's something within their control.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
This is where you credit the guys in the front office for going out and getting you the pieces you need.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Valentine and Markkanen, your small and power forwards. Harrison out there with White. And it's Cornette in at the 5 spot. Now, here's Thompson. Darius Garland missing his last shot, but he gets it back. The kick out to Porter. The pass to Garland.
Come on.
And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
Some changes for Chicago. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. Porter comes in for Valentine. And LaVine subbed in for Shaquille Harrison. Love against Porter. Outside, LaVine. To the paint. The kick out to Porter. Lets the 3 fly. Carter. And Carter with his second chance points. Carter's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bulls.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
In the corner, Drummond with it. Osman, the pass to Drummond. The kick out to Porter. Back to Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
What makes Drummond a great rebounder, not just the size and athleticism, it's his tremendous anticipation.
Now here's LaVine. There's the feed to Carter. 2 points, that one goes. Carter's got his second bucket of the game to go. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so It's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
A late bloomer in high school, Zach LaVine could still be just scratching the surface of his true ability.
Here's Dunn. Carter kicks to LaVine. Hutchison passes to Carter. Reverses. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Count that bucket. Chicago leading by 6. Dunn passes to Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
An explosive big man, Wendell Carter Jr., exciting around the rim.
Here's Garland. Here's Drummond. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Nancy's checked in for Cleveland. Colin Sexton comes in for Kevin Porter. Chicago also making some changes. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And Satoransky's subbed in for Zach LaVine.
Multi-time All-Star Andre Drummond is still...
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
First free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
And you can't help but see the impact Thompson has in the paint. On both ends of the floor, he's a rock planted near the rim. Very strong legs that help him get to so many of those rebounds.
Here's Windler. An easy 2 points on the layup. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. To the wing right side. Now the pass to Drummond. Young with the steal. Kicks to Dunn. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Yeah, that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Carter. Denzel Valentine comes in for Chandler Hutchison. And it's Harrison in for Chris Dunn. And with Thompson, as you said, Greg, once he's planted in the paint, good luck.
I mean, think about it. About 40% of his rebounds are on the offensive end. He just refuses to get moved or boxed out. Combine that with his hunger on that end of the floor, and you see why he's such a great rebounder. Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Back to Satoransky. Pass to Young. To the right side. Clock at 6. Satoransky with it. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Drummond's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Garland with it. Back to Drummond. The shake. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. 17 seconds left in the first half. Here's Satoransky, and Thompson sends it back.
Great timing by Tristan Thompson on that block. That's his forte.
It's Drummond with the drop. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. They were never able to get the lead above 4. They were outscored by just a bit in the second quarter. And that'll about do it.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Andre Drummond has been sensational.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for Cleveland, Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Andre Drummond is out there with Kevin Love, and it's Garland in at the point for the lead, and it's sent back by Carter.
Nice anticipation from Wendell Carter. He keeps himself in position to make defensive plays.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes.
And the shot goes in.
You know, not bashful about positioning himself inside. Sexton knows he has what it takes to score from there.
Dunn dishes to Young. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Love.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
For the Cavaliers, Nancy's checked in for Drummond. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for Garland.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead. How about the feel and the awareness he had there, finding his teammate behind the defense on the break.
And for years now, GA, Kevin Love, one of the better outside shooting big men in the game. He can really light it up.
I tell you, when Love gets it going, he is hard to slow down. Great on the catch and shoot. Hard to believe it wasn't a large part of his game until he was established in the NBA.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. Young. And it's Osman with the rebound. Cavaliers leading. Porter with a block.
Otto Porter with the reach to get that one. He gobbled it up.
Chicago again turning it over. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Love wide open. He fires. Misses the 3. The Bulls shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Here's Carter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Love Carter's physicality on the drive. Makes him tough to counter.
Carter hits them both.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Now, here's Sexton. He's guarded closely. Yep, that one goes in there.
A tale of 2 halves. He's really turned it around here, scoring the ball.
And Sexton slams it in.
And the vertical of Sexton is amazing. At 6'2", he's just capable of hammering it home.
Nance, no good. Bulls trail by 4. Harrison passes to Young. Chalk up 2 there. Young's got 7.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Now, here's Sexton. Defense is right there. It's good.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Down against Sexton. Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Carter.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Sexton, the pass to Love. The three. Porter pulls it in.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Dunn dishes to Young. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Dunn passes to Carter. Back to Dunn. 6 to shoot. Dishes to Carter. Harrison in the corner. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Porter, no luck. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. There's the three. And it's Osman missing. The Bulls have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Here's Dunn for the tie. The Cavaliers pull it in. 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Bean passes to Markkanen. And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That's his first foul. There's 21 seconds left in the third. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Bulls have been coming through at the charity strip. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Passes it to Hutchison. To the inside. Here's Cornette. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Cornette's got 7 points in the game.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Satoransky there with White. Then it's Zach LaVine. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Hutchinson in at the power forward. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. The Bulls leading by 3. Here's Satoransky. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
A tall, strong combo guard who can shoot it as well as pass it. Satoransky played around 30 minutes a game for the Bulls last season as he found a way to impress the team every chance they gave him.
Count that one.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Markkanen kicks to Satoransky. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's foul number 2 for him. Markkanen down low. He's up against Thompson. So it's Cleveland again turning it over.
I mean, really, that's why you don't want to go up into the air without a plan. Had no option of what to do with the ball.
Well, the scouting report for Satoransky is this. If he could increase his consistency, Greg, shooting the ball, his game could reach another level.
Yeah, I mean, throughout his career, the percentages have been all over the place. He's not really a volume three-point shooter. The key for Satoransky is good shot selection and just playing under control.
Valentine's checked in for Satoransky. Inside, Hutchison. Rebound, Andre Drummond. Drummond's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Sexton, and Sexton slams it in. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Levine dishes to Markkanen. Back to Levine. Puts the move on, and he sinks the layup.
The height to see over the defense and the unselfishness. Terrific pass by Markkanen.
To the middle. Here's Thompson. Count the basket.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
And White kicks to Markkanen. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Drummond's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
A lot of guys play above the rim. Levine plays above the square box on the backboard.
Outside, Sexton. And Cleveland with another turnover here. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for the Bulls. Porter comes in for Valentine. And so Markkanen will bring it up for Chicago. It's a 1-point game.
Up in his playmaking skills, when Levine notices an open teammate, he whips the pass over.
Sexton, the pass to Drummond. The putback, that shot is off. And the Bulls going the other way now. And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That's foul number 2 for him. The Bulls leading by 3. Pass to Levine. He feeds it to Carter. Back to Levine. Out to White. The dish to Markkanen. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Here's Drummond. Here's Sexton. A second chance effort. And Levine with the block.
You see the quickness and focus of Levine. Tracks the shot, shuts it down.
And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it.
Oh my goodness, he's kicking himself. You know, that's a critical time to commit a turnover. No telling how that error will ultimately play out.
Sexton on the wing. And it's sent back by White.
And I love seeing White use that athleticism on defense. Great hustle to swat that shot.
Lowry Markkanen making his presence felt as this game heats up.
Kicks it out to Love. A 3-ball. Chicago grabs the miss.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Satoransky's checked in for Kobe White. Satoransky, the pass to Carter. Sexton for 3. They get it back. Drummond, and Sexton has it in the corner. Trying to end the drought. Here's Drummond. Shooting foul. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Garland with the bucket.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Markkanen finds Carter. Now Satoransky. Left side, Porter. Carter right side. Stolen by Garland.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
Carter down low. Stripped it away. And so it's Chicago winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was.
Welcome to another edition of NBA 2K TV. I'm Chris Manning.
And I'm Alexis Morgan. This week we're shaking things up a bit and we're starting off with your top plays.
That's right. This week it's all about defense. It's another installment of your best blocks. Brought to you.
We're the land of the
Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great two. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's White in at the 1. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the small forward. Now here's Markkanen. Shot clock at 6. From outside the arc, Levine on the follow.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in.
Oh, you have to appreciate the ball movement and the commitment to getting a high percentage look.
And when Zach LaVine gets hot, Webb, he gets scorching hot and can completely take over a game.
Oh, GA, you know it. And last year, LaVine made 13 threes in a single game. That's one off the record set by a splash brother himself, Klay Thompson. Now, when LaVine gets going, he can be absolutely unstoppable.
Fultz kicks to Gordon. The shot comes out. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Here's Levine, and it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
White finds Markkanen. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Levine wide open. Hits the three-point bomb. Levine's got 5.
So precise off the pass. I mean, this is a shot LaVine continues to knock down time and time again.
Fournier for 3. Carter pulls it in. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Levine, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Evan Fournier.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
I mean, he's a versatile player who can come play either guard position. I mean, LaVine continues to impress as the years go on.
Here's Isaac. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
How about the concentration on that? Isaac able to absorb the contact and still finish with a difficult shot.
For Chicago, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Outside, White. Off target from outside. It's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Magic. Trailing by 2. Fournier's shot is off. Outside, White. Rebounded by Isaac. Right side, Fournier. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Porter dishes to Markkanen. Three-pointer. They get it again. And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for the Magic. Vucevic to the pass to Gordon. Back to Vucevic. It's stolen by Carter. And here comes White, leading the fast break. Here's Markkanen. Porter kicks to Markkanen. Back to Porter. Out to White. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. And it's Orlando with the rebound. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first. And it's Gordon penetrating. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Knocked away. Isaac with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Here's Fournier. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Solid court awareness. Leave someone open on full squad and you're going to regret it.
Kick out to Levine. Back to Porter. Offside Markkanen. Levine passes to Carter. Great D that time from Vucevic.
They say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
Here's Fultz. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Levine for three, drains it from beyond the arc. Levine's got 10 points. Orlando leading. Gordon inside. Markkanen on him. Lob pass to Gordon. That one doesn't drop.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
Man, how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Jumps up, and Levine throws it down.
Coaching staff like seeing Markkanen work on his defense. I mean, showing improvement on this end.
No one near Isaac as he lets it go. Oh, that is just nasty.
The athleticism on that finish.
No.
And so it's Zach Levine making things happen for the Chicago Bulls. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, they're clawing, they're grinding, they're doing anything they could to make the most of their possessions.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. And so in the game for the Magic, Terrence Ross is out there with Ennis. And it's Michael Carter-Williams. And there's Mohamed Bamba. And it's Augustine in at the point. There's the lob to the hoop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are three names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did.
That's nice hustle up the court. I mean, a nice pass to reward that hustle.
Bamba with the block.
And the giant wingspan of Bamba strikes again. Just fantastic at spiking shots in a variety of ways.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
So for the Bulls, Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Young. Denzel Valentine comes in for Zach Levine. And it's Shaquille Harrison in for Satoransky. Bulls trail by 6. Here's Valentine. Ross grabs the board.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line. Just a shade under 90%.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Markkanen comes in for Chandler Hutchison. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Denzel Valentine. And Satoransky subbed in for Chris Dunn. Satoransky, the pass to Markkanen. It's stolen by Carter Williams, and they're running. Stolen by Carter. Here's Porter. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
Well, easy look provided by Carter Jr. Always helps when your bigs can move the rock.
Orlando leading by 6.
And now, Wendell Carter, a great young prospect for the Bulls. Kevin, he's seen steady improvement so far. They believe he'll be a factor for a long time.
Markkanen passes to Carter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Carter's got his second bucket of the night.
What concentration from the big man right there. Carter Jr., he's experienced at converting difficult baskets.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Carter with a block. And now here's Markkanen, the fast break chance. Here's Satoransky. The shot by Harrison, no good.
And with Carter, they like that he's an impact player on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, Jay, and on the offensive end, he's an underrated passer. I can see him taking more playmaking responsibility in the future. The ceiling on his skill set is very high. When he doesn't play around. If the bucket's there for him, he's going to get it.
Bulls trail by 8. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Here's Augustine, and the layup is good. Augustine's got 8 points.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
And there it is for him.
Now, once Satoransky sees the open man, he gives it away. He knows how to run an effective offense.
Loss against Porter. Pass to Carter Williams. Trying to find Bamba. He gets it to him. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Here's Harrison. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Keeps it alive. And Carter with his second chance points.
And they really haven't made much of an impact on the offensive glass here in the second quarter. There's been a significant drop-off in that area.
Hits out that one from Ennis.
When you're open, Carter Williams will find you. He knows his role well.
Carter, the pass to Porter. Now Satoransky. Stolen by Bamba. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Augustine, that's good.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no hesitation.
Here's Bamba, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Kicks it out to Markkanen. And so it's Orlando. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq, it was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, the defense didn't do a very good job of staying connected to him. We'll see if they make an adjustment.
And tipping off the second half, here's Jim Boylan's 5. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the center position. Back to Levine. Pass to White. Over to the wing. Shot from the low block. No good on that one. The Magic go the other way with it. Here's Isaac. That shot, no good. Nice D from Porter. Bulls trail by 10. White with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. And it's White missing.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
You know, and a 7-footer that can play the entire court. Vucevic is a tough cover because of that versatility.
So for the Bulls, Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Carter. Young comes in for Markkanen, and it's Chandler Hutchison in for Porter.
An 0 for 3 start to the first half is finally behind them. I mean, now maybe they can get something rolling. And when you think about it, Thaddeus Young, he can be a thorn in the opposition side. He's just a great disruptor on defense. I mean, he has long arms, good timing to get those deflections.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And with Young, I mean, his game has evolved over the course of his career.
Well, think about it, Jim. He came into the league. He was an up-and-down tweener. I think what's made him more consistent of a player you can rely on, is his defense has improved, and along with his shooting. Now, he uses different methods, but he still gets it done as a vet.
Valentine's checked in for the Bulls. Chris Dunn comes in for Kobe White.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Fultz dishes to Vucevic, and stolen by Dunn. A finish. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
There's the pass to Cornett. Now here's Valentine. Young outside. Passes it to Cornett. Here's Hutchison. A three-pointer, no good. Magic leading by 8. Outside Fournier. Hutchison with the rebound.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Oh, man, you just want to go find some place to hide, man. It's almost impossible to miss that.
Dunn passes to Cornett. From deep. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Terrence Ross is checked in for Orlando. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Harrison's checked in for Thaddeus Young. Harrison. Cornett kicks to Dunn. Bulls moving the ball around. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
What unselfishness from the young guard, Dunn. He's making more of an effort to distribute the ball.
Cornett passes to Valentine. Pass to Cornett. And the layup's good off the glass. Cornett's got 6 in the quarter.
He's the one trying to keep them in this game. A tremendous individual effort.
And the turnover again by Orlando. So for the Bulls, Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Lowry Markkanen comes in for Chandler Hutchison. And Satoransky subbed in for Shaquille Harrison. Bulls trail by 6. And Satoransky kicks to Valentine. To the paint. And Carter with the basket on the assist by Valentine. Carter's got 10.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Here's Gordon. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Levine's checked in for Valentine, and it's Kobe White in for Dunn. Carter finds Satoransky. Back to Carter. Kick out to Levine. Down low. Outside White. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Carter. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. It's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Orlando. Fultz dishes to Gordon. And it's Vucevic in the corner. There's the triple. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Outside, White. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. White's got his first basket of the night.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Feeds to Gordon. Kicks it to Fultz. Back to Gordon. Dishes it to Vucevic. Stolen by Markkanen. And so it's Aaron Gordon making things happen for the Orlando Magic. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
This is how you quarterback an offense. He sees and anticipates what the defense is doing.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Fultz and Ross pair up to make the backcourt. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. And it's Fournier in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for Orlando.
Yeah, growing up in Finland and going to college in the U.S., Lauri Markkanen quickly made the adjustment to the NBA, making the all-rookie team with the Bulls.
And there's the feed to Levine. Vucevic with the block. White against Fournier. He kicks it to Vucevic. Back to Fournier. Pass to Fultz. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Carter. Porter with it. Now guarded by Fultz. Levine. And Levine with the slam.
Easy to see why Levine won the dunk contest in 2016. I mean, he has endless ups.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
To the inside. Here's Carter. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Ross. Up and in on the layup. And the Magic lead by 5.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Out to the right wing. Back to Levine. He feeds it to Carter. And he gets it to go. And 12 points for Wendell Carter.
Capable of doing many things well. Levine has a good sense of when his guys roll.
Outside Gordon. To the middle. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Fournier. Young's checked in for Chicago. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Markkanen. Levine looking around. Outside White. Ross with the steal. Outside Gordon. And the pass to Vucevic. Kicks it to Fultz. Ross on the wing. Hutchison with the rebound.
Everything looked good until the finish. And it all goes.
Bulls trail by 5. Outside White. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Back to Levine. Shot clock at 6. Out to the right wing. Hutchison passes to Levine. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Staying under control in key moments. I mean, the way Levine handles these important possessions are so impressive.
Ross on the wing. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And it's Gordon missing. The Bulls have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Hutchison passes to White. That one drops for him. And it's now only a 1-point Orlando lead.
I think White is absolutely fearless. I mean, he puts his team on his shoulders.
Isaac with the steal. Inside. And the jam by Ross.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Oh, you're right, and I love the opportunistic approach. These kinds of hustle plays can be game changers.
Gordon kicks to Ross. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now, and it's good, 2 points. Now it's a 5-point Magic lead.
Look at that shot. Vucevic not afraid to carry the weight, so to speak, in a tough situation. The team knows they can rely on him.
Porter is fantastic in these spots. When his team needs a bucket, he feels comfortable shooting.
Ross for 3. Rebound collected by Levine. Bulls trail by 3. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Hutchison passes to Young. There's 53 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Outside, White. The putback, it drops. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Gordon, it's good.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
This is it to Hutchison. On the wing, Porter. And it's Young at the elbow. A putback, and Porter putting it right back in.
Really growing up in these moments. You got to respect the concentration Porter has in the clutch.
Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for the Magic. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Fultz looking around. Back to Ross. Isaac left side. Now here's Fultz. Launches a 3. Misses there.
Oh, good job of sticking with his man. When Levine is engaged on defense, it makes a huge difference.
And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are the...
by Mobile One.
What's up? I'm the 2KMC, and it's time for your top plays of the week. Putting all the stops in today with the best blocks you've sent in on social media.
Yeah, boy! That's right! Oh!
All day, baby.
Oh, yeah! That's money! Oh!
And nothing. Hey, Kevin. He sure is. Thanks, David. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Markkanen and Carter are up front. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Porter in at the 3, the small forward. And for Indiana, Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. Sabonis and Turner up front. And it's Brogdon in at the 1. Now here's Brogdon. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
You know, Malcolm Brogdon is so good in so many ways. He's got an old school game and approach. Nothing flashy, but everything effective and done well. Always aware of the situation he's in. Knows when to pass, when to shoot it. Runs the pick and roll exquisitely. And is an excellent teammate. Boy, what an asset he is to the Pacers.
So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. Oladipo right side. Stolen by Brogdon. To the paint. Here's Turner. And it's Turner finishing it off.
This is the kind of unselfishness you love seeing from Brogdon, making sure he gets it to the open man.
Trying to get open is Carter. Levine can't hit.
And without a doubt, Brogdon saw more usage with the Pacers, and, man, he stepped up to the challenge.
And, you know, Greg, his shooting percentage did dip with the added usage, but he was still efficient for his position. And I thought he blossomed as a playmaker, too. I mean, he created well for others and really was a catalyst for the Pacers' success.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And Levine throws it down.
And a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
White against Brogdon. Here's Oladipo. Misses from short range. The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Carter. Here's White. Plays it up and banks it in.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 of 4 so far.
Warren against Porter. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Bulls have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Feeds to Carter. And he banks in the layup. Carter's got his second basket of the game.
Only 1 miss in the first 5 attempts. Clearly feeling.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Brogdon outside. 6 to shoot. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Here's Lamb after the Bulls pick up 2. To halt the run, and that's 2 points on the layup.
You know, wanting to develop his interior game, Jeremy Lamb, shots like this will help him be more assertive in that area.
And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That is his first foul of the game. 1:35 left to play in the first quarter. Down low. Here's Cornette. Drops in the layup for two.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the shot is good.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
To the middle. It's intercepted. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Nice shot by McDermott. And that'll tie this game up.
Everyone on D looks a step slow in transition as they keep getting beat down the floor.
And the basket by Hutchison.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's McDermott. Outside Holiday. It's tipped. And that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession. And Indiana making a change here. Holiday's checked in. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for the Bulls. Shaquille Harris comes in for Chris Dunn. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile One block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
And that one's good, Harrison.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And here's the break. Here's Valentine, and they pick up two. 17 seconds left in the first. Holiday looking for an opening. Outside, Lamb. The three. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead. And if you're like me and curious about Victor Oladipo's overall philosophy.
I think the biggest thing is just the relentlessness, no matter what.
You know, Greg, I haven't ever heard anyone question his effort.
He came into the league as a raw athlete. Now he's a skilled assassin.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Indiana, they've got McDermott, and it's Bitonze in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And how about Aaron Holiday seeing that expanded role last season, moved into that backup point guard spot for the Pacers, and I thought he was solid.
I ditto that, Greg. I mean, he's a guy that's a natural playmaker. He's got a nice stroke as well. Plays with confidence and is really aggressive with the ball in his hands, which is what I like. And, you know, he's the third of three brothers that are playing in the NBA. He's a teammate with Justin. And I tell you what, when you're the youngest sibling, you got to bring that aggressiveness to the table every day.
Now, here's Oladipo. Sabonis finds Warren. Now Turner, defended by Carter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And, you know, with Miles Turner, a lot of his value, I think, comes on the defensive end. One of the best shot blockers in the league the last couple of years. And has really good mobility. He's got a nice shooting stroke, but defensively is where he makes his greatest impact in my mind.
Brogdon, he's checked in for Indiana. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for the Bulls. Now here's Levine. Off target with his three.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Oladipo. Got a piece of it.
And that's evidence that Markkanen is working on his defense, and it's critical that he does so. And blocks like this show he's making good strides.
Levine against Brogdon. Now Markkanen over in the corner. White. And now Warren running the floor all by himself. And it's Warren with the jam.
Warren being opportunistic there, getting out on the break and then finding a way to capitalize.
And Clark, at the moment, you could argue that it's the defense that's the best asset for Turner. at this point.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with you, Greg. I think clearly that's his strong suit right now. He's got a terrific shot in terms of mechanics and range. I think you'd like to see him be a little more consistent with his selection and then develop a more reliable low post go-to move.
Bulls have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's the break. Lob pass to Warren. That one misses. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Chicago. And Levine throws it down.
And this is a guy who really flies up the court. Tough to shadow Levine in transition.
Brogdon left side. Good, nice job down low. Brogdon's got his second bucket.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Knocks it loose. Carter kicks to Levine. Back to Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
Boy, a terrific find. Levine plays mostly the 2, but he came into the league as a point guard.
And Brogdon, here we go. Nice D from Levine.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
The kick out to Porter. 1:41 left in the first half of basketball. Markkanen passes to Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the inside. Here's Oladipo. And it's sent back by Carter.
How about the anticipation from Carter Jr.? Has a strong sense for when to go after that block shot. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Now, here's Warren. Victor Oladipo unable to get his last shot to go.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
On the wing, Porter. Stolen by Warren. And Brogdon with a clear path to the rack. And then Oladipo with the jam.
Boy, he's got freakish athleticism, and you can see why he's participated in the slam dunk contest before. This guy can fly.
Now here's Levine. 6 points for him. Oladipo outside. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. Oladipo's got it all tied up now for Indiana. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Outside, Markkanen. Back to Levine. This one for 3. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Well, I like seeing Levine, guys, waste no time firing away. I think his decision-making and shot selection and passing getting better.
Here's Turner. It's good. Turner's got 4 points this quarter.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Stolen by Warren. He can't get it to go. So that'll be it for the first half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. Chicago holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. And the past few seasons, the Bulls have... That's all for now.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And tipping off the second half, here's Jim Boylan's 5. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. And it's Carter in at the 5 spot. And last season for Markkanen didn't really go as planned. Greg, we know he suffered some injuries and had a hard time establishing his role.
Yeah, both the scoring and rebounding were down. And this happens sometimes with a new coach and a new system. But one thing's for sure, the talent is there. Markkanen is still very young and has a tremendous upside.
Right the pass to Markkanen. White looking around. 4 on the shot clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Here's Levine.
Capable of guarding multiple positions, his lateral quickness allows him to guard both the post and perimeter well.
Here's Brogdon, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Brogdon's got the first basket of the third quarter for Indiana.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Pass to Levine. Porter kicks to Levine. Shoots the 3. The rebound by Brogdon.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
Oladipo goes in. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
And the 3 ball is good. Levine's got 12 in the game.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Pass to Oladipo. Here's Turner. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there are so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Levine finds White. Goes up at the stripe. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got his 4th rebound in this one.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Levine wide open. And the Bulls with another miss.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
And, oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. A 3 ball. The rebound by Turner. And it's the Pacers' ball. They're on a 14-3 run. Here's Oladipo. Rebound collected by Levine.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Here's Cornette, covered by Lamb. Holiday with the block. And Lamb with the basket on the assist by McConnell. And the Pacers lead by 12.
His rate of development and improvement has been steady. Lamb showing real toughness on these difficult finishes.
And he comes up with the deuce. Lamb's got 6 points. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Indiana.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, well, also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
First one falls for him. He hits both from the stripe. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third. Now, here's McConnell. Defense right on him. Snatched away. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Dunn's running. A nice shot by Young.
And, you know, when Young floats up a shot like that, I don't think there's anybody in the league that can get to it because of his bounce and his reach.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
The knee just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Now here's McDermott, defended by Young. McDermott passes to McConnell. With 1 on the clock. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there.
Victor Oladipo getting it done for the Indiana Pacers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Jeremy Lamb, and it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. That's the Pacers 5. Hutchison laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
And Lamb, here we go.
You know, using his athleticism well on these drives inside, Lamb is dependable at finding routes to the bucket.
Stolen. On the wing, Holiday. Dunn covering. Here's Bitadze. Rebound by the Bulls. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Cornette kicks to Young. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season. I was championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah.'t my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch. Pass to Harrison, to the middle. Here's Cornette. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for 1 more at the line.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Oladipo comes in for Jeremy Lamb, and Brogdon subbed in for Aaron Holiday. Brogdon the pass to Oladipo. Back to Brogdon. In the corner, it's Sabonis. Clock at 6. And stolen by White. And with that shot, the Indiana lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Levine.
Yeah, with all of that trampoline-like bounce, Levine can really do damage around the rim.
Now the pass to Oladipo. He's looking for Sabonis and finds him. Yes, that goes in.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Bulls trail by 7. On the wing, Levine. Outside, White. Back to Levine. 3-pointer. The offensive rebound.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
Carter, he's checked in for Chicago. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Valentine. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Out of bounds. Chicago ball.
Bulls have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. To the inside, Carter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
At the line,
and this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Alder.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said, we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
Just 5 on the clock. Rebound collected by Levine. And so Levine will bring it up now for Chicago. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from White.
And hey, when you're a big shot maker in college, that often carries over to this level, certainly past the White.
And now White pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. And White with the stuff.
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
Well, you know, it certainly swings the energy and the momentum in one team's favor. That's basically a 4 or 5 point swing, which is huge.
And it's Carter missing. For Indiana, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. He knocks down the clutch free throw.
Boy, in this day and age of how the game is played, marking and skill set, hand and glove fit, superb at spacing the floor with his shooting stroke. This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
And that one goes out of bounds. That's touched by Porter.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
The shot by Brogdon, no good. And here are the Bulls now. We can probably expect to see them slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions. Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
And Warren, here we go. It counts! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Relishing the spotlight in a big way. Warren loves having the ball in his hands during these ones.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation. Absolutely massive free throw. That'll force them into a three-point attempt.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a 3.
White against Brogdon. Porter with the steal. And White kicks to Carter. Out to White. The open shot. Levine misses. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
up, we have some one-on-one action with S.J. Corleo. Gets the ball stripped, but never quits on the play as they turn around and pull off the big-time block and the game-winning dunk. What a way to finish. Next,
and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus.
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
DA, thank you. Two teams badly needing a win tonight, Greg. Some desperations on both sides.
And it's easy to start second-guessing yourself, Kevin. You want to make adjustments, but also stay true to who you are.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Ashman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at the center position. And for Chicago, Markkanen and Carter are up front. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Porter in at the small forward.
And not a bad passing center. Carter Jr. with the solid find there that leads to a bucket.
Pass to Love. Osman kicks to Drummond. Cleveland moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Love, no luck. Here's Chicago. To the paint. Carter, the pass to Levine.
As a big, once you get positioned inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Here's Sexton. Passes it to Drummond. Garland dishes to Drummond. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. Levine wide open. Again, Levine missing.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one. I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
And Cedi Osman is this team's rock. You know exactly what he'll give you and is a more than capable offensive player.
It gives you a little bit of everything. He's big. He's got decent size for his position. And steady Cedi, always showing up here to compete.
Here's Drummond following the basket by Otto Porter. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Out to White. Love against Porter. In the corner, it's Levine. Back to Porter. And stolen by Drummond. And here they come. They need this one. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
Big man on the move. Drummond running the floor, getting rewarded there with the hoop.
And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That's his first foul. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Carter. Young comes in for Markkanen. Saransky's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And Chris Dunn subbed in for White. And Cornett gets it to go.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option. And, well, Garland, the 5th overall pick back in 2019, had a slow start to his career. But around the midway point, he really started to take off.
And you wonder, Greg, in that rookie campaign, if that's a bit of somebody realizing the length of an NBA season. And maybe he made a bit of an adjustment in his body. Now in his second year, we can see some of the fruits of his labor in the offseason and him developing.
Now here's Porter. There's the pass to Thompson. Shot clock at 5. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. It's a tie ball game.
That's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the D over.
Here's Cornett. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Thompson, high post. Tries from 16. The rebound by Young.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
And he dunks it down.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. There's Garland. Missed inside.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
And here is Satoransky. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Down low. And Young with the basket on the assist from Dunn.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Now here's Garland. Dunn covering. Garland no good. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Well, Thompson is going to get that deep. You almost have to wrap two hands around him and hope he doesn't score.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
So for the Bulls, Valentine comes in for Chandler Hutchison. And it's Harrison in for Satoransky. The switch here also for Cleveland. Colin Sexton, he's checked in for Garland. Young's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
I'm glad we got to see the Mobile One block once more. What a play.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
He gets it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that does it for the first. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Cleveland, Nance and Thompson are up front. Porter is out there with Colin Sexton. And it's Windler in at the 3, the small forward. Now, here's Porter. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Don't want to see athleticism wasted just on offense, as Sexton uses it that time to get an offensive board.
Here's White. Bulls moving the ball around. And Cornette gets it to go.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
The Cavaliers trail by 4.
The thing that really separates White is the quickness. Whether it's with the ball in his hands or running off screens, he's very difficult to stay connected to defensively. And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. Lauri Markkanen comes in for Thaddeus Young. Porter's checked in for Denzel Valentine. And Levine subbed in for Shaquille Harrison. Now here's Drummond. Garland with it. Can't hit that one. Excellent D there from Markkanen. And last year, Greg, we saw White get more comfortable in the offense as the season went on.
You know, more scorer than a playmaker at this point. Drafted 7th overall because he has the potential to do both. If he can add strength and cut back on the turnovers, he's going to be a very good player for a long time. And when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond so powerful in terms of finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place.
And so it's Drummond with it. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. 4-point game. The shot by Sexton, no good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game. and blessed with high-level explosiveness. Levine is no stranger to finishing in the air.
Here's Garland after the made shot from Zach LaVine. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Saransky's checked in for Kobe White. Chicago leading by 6. Kick out to LaVine. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for the Bulls.
Sometimes hard to figure out when Delly's going to shoot the floater or throw the lob. That time, he goes with the floater.
Back to Carter. The feed to LaVine. Outside, Markkanen. Stolen by Dellavedova. Pass to Drummond. Love deciding where to go with it. Here's Dellavedova, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, Dellavedova is a 2-speed player, first and second gear, but smart enough to read the situation there and end up drawing the foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Valentine's checked in for Carter. Harrison comes in for Zach LaVine. And it's done in for Satoransky. Dellavedova, that's good.
How about Delly getting pinballed around out there, but good body control to get that one to go.
To the middle, and stolen by Drummond. Now here is Dellavedova. Dunn covering. Dellavedova, the pass to Windler. Now here is Dellavedova. Tight defense on him. 5 on the clock. Drummond in the post. Tries again. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And the Bulls making a change here. Cornette's checked in.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
And the basket is good.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Inside. Here's Windler. It's blocked. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Valentine passes to Hutchison. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Osman comes in for Exum. And it's Sexton in for Matthew Dellavedova. Here's Sexton. And the shot goes down. Sexton's got the game tied up here for the Cavs.
Toughness there shown by Colin Sexton. No stranger to having to outmuscle the defense from time to time.
Pass to Cornette. Now Valentine will not go. This is off the front iron. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. The largest lead they had was 6. And
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Levine.
And you have to be excited about the work rate that Thompson has shown lately. He has become a much more active player.
Well, the ability just to stay with that high motor is Tristan Thompson's calling card at this point. On the interior, wants to play physical, and wants to disrupt anything he can on the inside to make an impact.
Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Then it's White. Then there's Carter. And it's Cornette in at the 4 spot. And that's the group for Jim Boylan as we begin the second half. Exum with it, now guarded by Porter. And Love gets it to go.
Kevin Love showing off a bit of his moxie there and some experience there, overpowering the defense with some of his strength.
Cornette lays it up and banks it in. Cornette's got 12 in the game.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Exum kicks to Drummond. Lets it go with a 3. Love can't hit. Chicago trailing here. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Here's White. That's in there. Carter with the assist. White's got his first points of the night.
And you can argue this is White at his best. Just an absolute terror in transition.
Here's Drummond. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Bulls have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And Levine, here we go. White finds Porter. Here's Cornette. Carter down low. Just 5 to shoot. Levine dishes to Carter. And now the fast break. Exum with the ball. And Love with the basket on the assist by Exum. Love's got 4 this quarter.
Maybe some underrated parts of Kevin Love is the strength that he has in that lower body. Excels at absorbing that contact and then up and powers through.
Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Drummond trying to get himself free. A nice shot by Exum. Now it's a 4-point Cavalier lead. Cornette passes to Carter. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Dellavedova. That's tipped. Here we go. 1-on-1. Here's White. And White with the stuff.
Yeah, and with improving court awareness, Levine continues to tap into his limitless potential when making plays.
And it's Dellavedova missing.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Passes to Levine. White with it. It's Carter, high post. Levine for 3. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Carter's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And masterful possession from Levine. He's so lethal at shooting once he catches it.
Shot to stop the run, and it's Dellavedova missing. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Chicago. 3-point lead. Back to Levine, and stolen by Drummond. Dellavedova with the ball. Now defended by Levine. Dellavedova scanning the floor. Over to the wing. Here's Windler. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Chicago making some changes. Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Luke Cornette. And Satoransky's subbed in for Zach LaVine. Satoransky, the pass to Carter. And stolen by Love. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for Chicago. Markkanen, he's checked in for Carter. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Porter. And Chris Dunn subbed in for White. Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland.
There's just no way you are stopping Dunn when he's that close to the bucket. A skilled finisher and amazing athlete.
Stolen by Thompson. Here's Osman. Sadaransky covering. And there's the pass to Osman to end the drought. And stolen by Dunn. Here's Hutchison. Sinks that one from the post. Hutchinson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bulls.
Oh, great ball movement there.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now, here's Garland. Guarded closer.
And they continue to control the glass.
Markkanen into the lane. Pass to Sadaransky. Done outside. And so it's Chicago, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be right back after this. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. The Cavaliers trail by 7 on the court for Cleveland. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Then there's Tristan Thompson. Then it's Porter. And it's Osman in at the power forward. The Bulls shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. Porter with the steal. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Thompson with the ball. Outside Porter. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Sadaransky.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Harrison's checked in for Sadaransky. And they're on the break. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Pass to Harrison. Valentine with it. 6 to shoot. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Young's shot is good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. There's Garland. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Harrison passes to Markkanen. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Now, here's Garland. Not a lot of room. Yep, it counts.
Well, Garland has some pretty good body control, even at 6'1". Good job of staying on balance that time.
Done with it. Now guarded by Porter. Kicks it out to Markkanen. We're in the 4th quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. With the shot. Markkanen missing again. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They trail by 11. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Free throw good. Porter. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Young. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Valentine. Levine's checked in for Harrison. And it's White in for Dunn. Then for the Cavaliers, Andre Drummond comes in for Tristan Thompson. And Kevin Love is subbed in for Jetty Osman.
Sexton working the ball to a teammate. That's what you want to see from him.
Out to White. Outside Porter. And the Bulls with another miss. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Here's Garland. Banked in off the glass.
They had to get something. And Darius coming up big.
For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That'll be his second foul of the game. 1:50 left in the fourth quarter. Here's White. Kick out to Levine. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And here are the Cavaliers. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Love dishes to Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Kevin Love, great recognition as to what was happening there. Saw the floor, saw the teammate, and saw the passing opportunity.
Porter passes to Carter. Back to Porter. We've got 1:23 left in the game. Markkanen dishes to Porter. Good work there as it goes. And the Bulls lead by 5.
Love it. Porter stepping up in a big moment. Showed some guts there.
Garland kicks to Sexton. Passes it to Porter. To the wing right side. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And it's Drummond missing. The Bulls leading by 5. The 3, Levine. That shot misses. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 10-2 run here. And Porter, here we go. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. Have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. You're double-checking, and the game continues on.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Jim Boylan talking with his team. He told his team, if we can get some defensive stops here, we can win this game. It's down to who wants it more. Kevin?
And in flashes, Levine has shown he can be a star. Now, he has to put it all together on a consistent basis.
Yeah, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
And Markkanen is a perfect candidate for that stretch 4. Outstanding at pulling the trigger from deep and not afraid to go inside and bang with the other bigs.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Carter. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Porter. Harrison's checked in for Levine. And Satoransky subbed in for White. Harrison passes to Gafford. Now here's Satoransky. He's tightly guarded.
That's his first personal foul.
Free throw good, Satoransky. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Now here is Della Vedova. Here's Osman. Offline. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin.
we go to the beach with Lelouch. Opponent tries to score, but they tally not 1, not 2, but 3 blocks in under 5 seconds. We've got a rejection robot here. Nah, no bots, just quality defense and quick reactions. Staying on the beach as we turn to Lanky Bill. Close game down the stretch, and they turn it over.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Magic getting off the bus earlier on. A sharp out of the starting group for Orlando. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Isaac in at the 3. And for Chicago, Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front. And it's White in at the point. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, you can see why his teammates love playing with him. Vucevic willing to find the open guy.
And a tough season a year ago for Aaron Gordon, Doris. Fell short of the output he had the last few years and had a tough time hitting from the outside.
Look, Greg, you're an former NBA player, so you know the history here. Trying to find a rhythm while fighting through injuries is very difficult to do. This guy's got unbelievable athleticism. He's sharpening his skills. I think it's just a matter of time for Aaron Gordon.
Bucket is good.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
To the paint. Carter kicks to Markkanen. Outside Porter. Fires from deep. It's not going to go for him. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Now here's Vucevic. And he makes that one.
Oh, great ball movement there.
It's an 8-point differential. Carter, the pass to Markkanen to stop the run, and it's good on the layup.
Look, you got to keep Markkanen out of the paint. He's just too big on that block and imposes his will.
To the inside, Gordon, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
No good on the second free throw.
Well, I think the things that Aaron Gordon has added to his game, specifically that reliable three-point shot, is a really welcome sign. This guy has an incredible upside.
Now here's Vucevic. Isaac kicks to Gordon. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Bulls. 7-point differential. The pass to Fournier. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 3 assists tonight.
Impressive. 5 straight makes. Love the play calling here.
The Magic have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. And Fultz gets it to go.
And how about the start they've gotten off to? They haven't missed once.
For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. White dishes to Porter. Back to White. Carter at the elbow. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. White the pass to Carter. That shot missing. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Passes it to Fultz. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And Doris, one thing that's never been an issue for Fultz, that handle. Great at navigating in traffic for himself or creating opportunities for his teammates.
Right, Markelle is so adept at using change of pace, change of direction. It's a little bit of a herky-jerky motion. He'll lull you to sleep and then out of nowhere cross you over. This guy is fun to watch.
DJ Augustine's checked in for the Magic. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good points. Here are the Magic now. They have a 9-point lead. Augustine looking around. Kicks to Ennis. Trying to find Bamba. He gets it to him. Ross on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. And it's denied. Here's Hutchison. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Satoransky. Here's Hutchison, defended by Gordon, and he goes in for the dunk.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Cornette kicks to Dunn. Back to Satoransky. And so it's the Orlando Magic heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the Magic here so far in this one?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Gordon and Bamba, the combo inside. E.J. Augustine out there with Carter Williams, and it's Ross in at the small forward position. And up the court come the Magic on the break. And Ross with the slam.
Well, Terrence Ross's game lends itself to a dunk waiting to happen. This guy is tremendous as an athlete.
And Valentine now top of the key. Here's Cornette. At the Dunn. Bamba with the block.
That is a combination of length and defensive instinct. Send it back, Mo Bamba.
Throws it up high. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, Mo Bamba, no doubt.
Bulls trail by 11. In the corner, Valentine with it. Young outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Bulls shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And that one falls for Young.
It's easy to me to see why Thaddeus Young's teammates love him. This guy always knows his role and always plays within himself.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Luke Cornette. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Denzel Valentine. Zach LaVine's checked in for Shaquille Harrison. And it's White in for Dunn. Pass to Carter Williams. And so Markkanen will bring it up for Chicago. They trail by 9 points. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. Porter against Fournier. Porter dishes to Markkanen. Good. Markkanen's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, the basketball IQ on display for Otto Porter makes the right read there.
Isaac kicks to Carter Williams. Magic moving the ball around. Inside, Fultz. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
For 3, Levine nailed from three-point land. Levine's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Boy, Zach LaVine, such tremendous lift on his jumper. How about that from range?
Isaac finds Fournier. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Right side, Porter. Outside, White. The pass to Young. In the corner, it's Levine. Back to Young. Outside, White. Passes it to Young. Poked away. And stolen by Fournier. One-on-one here. Isaac passes to Fournier. And the layup's good off the glass. And now a 9-point Magic lead.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Well, it was a career year for Evan Fournier, just at the right time. Opted out of his player option over the summer, and he was a free agent.
And Fournier proved that he can put up numbers. Aggressive looking to create with the ball in his hands. This team got a great weapon signing Fournier.
The Bulls making a switch here. Carter's checked in, and the Magic making a change here as well. Ennis is checked in. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Ennis. Here's Fournier. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fournier's got 6 in the quarter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Pass to Levine. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. And again, Orlando running the court in transition. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Boy, Markelle Fultz in the open floor, capitalizing on the defense's mistake. Nicely done.
For 3, Levine. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And Vucevic kicks to Fournier. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Isaac. Carter pulls it in.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Here's Vucevic. Here's Fultz. And he converts the layup. 9 points for Markelle Fultz.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
I think this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
And a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
And so it's the Orlando Magic with a 10-point lead. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. Evan Fournier led the way in the first half. He had 12 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. And that should do it with the second.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Nice game. Great performance by Evan Fournier.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for Chicago right now, Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the 5 down low. So for the Bulls, Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Shaquille Harris comes in for Levine. And Zedaransky subbed in for White. And the call will be against Fournier. That is his first foul of the game. Now, in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather take? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. I'm going to agree. Harrison kicks to Porter. Isaac with the steal. Left side, Fournier. Pass to Fultz. Now, here's Vucevic. Tries again, and he lays it up and in. Vucevic has got the lead up to 14 now for Orlando. And Satoransky will bring it up for Chicago. Porter, no luck.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
And although the passes aren't flashy by any means, Nikola Vucevic, a very effective playmaker at the pivot.
And Vucevic is very calm when pressed. Reads the defense well and makes the simple but impactful pass. Great in dribble handoffs. It's a big reason he averages almost 4 assists a game.
Lets the three fly. Carter, great positioning on the putback.
Boy, that was a much-needed bucket in the second half. They're now 1 for 5.
Isaac passes to Gordon. And it's sent back by Carter.
How about the anticipation from Carter Jr.? Has a strong sense for when to go after that block shot. I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
So for the Bulls, Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Carter. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Young, and it's done in for Otto Porter Jr. The Magic also changing it up. Ahmed Bamba, he's checked in for Isaac. Ross comes in for Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz. Here's Cornett, and he banks in the layup.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Good on the shot. Augustine's got his first 2 points.
That's the quickness of DJ Augustine. Put it on the deck, get to the driving game. Really nicely done.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
The pass to Bamba. And he lays it straight in. Bamba's got 6.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Bulls moving the ball around. Harrison kicks to Satoransky. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Yeah, that's just a nice pass. This was one of college basketball's premier playmakers, done showing great vision.
Passes it to Bamba. Dishes to Gordon. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Now, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, G.A., what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Luke Cornett. Denzel Valentine comes in for Shaquille Harrison. Zach LaVine's checked in for Satoransky, and it's White in for Chris Dunn. LaVine kicks to White. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Kick out to LaVine. The tray. And the Bulls get it back. Markkanen passes to Hutchison. Back to Markkanen. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
Carter Williams, he's checked in for the Magic. Ross passes to Gordon. The feed now to Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
He's got the size to make that an easy finish. Vucevic, deep position, and he's golden.
Bulls trail by 17. White looking around. It's stolen by Carter Williams. And now here's Ennis, the fast break opportunity. And it's Gordon. That time on the assist by Ennis. Gordon's got 7 points in the game.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Ball's knocked loose, and Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Back to Levine.
Right there.
Will it go? The putback and the miss. And so it's the Orlando Magic with a 19-point advantage heading in. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So on the floor for Orlando, Isaac and Vucevic down low. Fournier and Ross, they're the wings, and it's Fultz in at the point guard. Levine wide open. Good on the triple.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
And Fournier kicks to Ross. He's looking for Isaac and finds him. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Chicago. It's an 18-point game. Back to Levine. Carter left side. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Bulls making a switch here. Porter's checked in. Fultz, no good.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Fires the three. But they recover it. And it's White missing.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Pass to Carter. Levine with it. Now guarded by Fultz. Here's Carter. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I'll tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
White wide open. He fired. Off target from three-point range. Here's Ross. And Ross with the slam.
Kevin, he's one of maybe 2 guys in the league who can finish on that kind of jam. Ross has so many dunks at his disposal.
Porter, no luck.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And the jam by Ross.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And Isaac comes to help. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so here's Orlando. Magic leading by 22. Here's Fournier. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 6 assists in the game.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And the speed of Fultz is lethal. When he has a full head of steam, he's looking to tear the rim off the hinges.
Levine kicks to Porter. Carter left side. 6 to shoot. Poked loose and stolen by Fournier.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Orlando.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Evan Fournier.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And Fultz gets it to go.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Outside, Markkanen. And a wide open look for Porter. And again, Chicago, no good. Here's Orlando now. They're on a 14-5 run here. Ross, that's good.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Fultz the pass to Fournier, stolen by Levine. Outside, Markkanen. And the 3 off target. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think,
but not so fast as they speed down the court for the redemption rejection. And on the other end, they sink the game winner. What a turnaround. One more for you from El Cheeto 88. Hold on. Stop. Is that player sleeping during the game? Oh wait, they're up. Just in time to block that shot. Call it the alarm block. And you know they're not hitting snooze.
Hi and welcome everyone here on Let's Check Out Indiana's starting lineup. Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. Sabonis and Turner up front, and it's Brogdon in at the 1 spot. And for Chicago, Markkanen and Carter are up front. White and Levine team up in the backcourt, and it's Porter in at the 3. Now here's Brogdon.
And with Lauri Markkanen, the former 7th pick in the draft, you like him best when he's aggressive and looking for his own shot.
You're right, Greg. I like angry Lauri Markkanen because he's dangerous when he has that type of mindset. He needs to have that mentality of a #1 option, even if he's not one. That's when he's the most impactful on the floor.
So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Back to Markkanen. Outside Porter. Shot clock at 6. Levine for 3. That one no good. And Indiana will come the other way. It's Oladipo on the wing. And finished off by Oladipo.
Just sheer determination. The contact was there, but Oladipo showing real toughness gutting through it.
White against Turner. Turner with the steal. It's Brogdon on the wing. Outside Turner. Pass to Warren. Eight feet away. Pass to Sabonis. 5 to shoot. Here's Oladipo. Offensive rebound. Brogdon the pass to Warren. Lays it up off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And Levine throws it down.
The height to see over the defense and the unselfishness. Terrific pass by Markkanen.
Brogdon against White. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And it's Brogdon off the drive. Excellent D there from Markkanen.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Carter finds Porter. To the right side. Brogdon against Markkanen. Stolen by Brogdon. Now the Pacers moving it up. Oladipo's running and finished off by Oladipo.
Active and alert on defense. You have to be a little more careful when dribbling around Brogdon.
Right side Markkanen. Back to Carter. Out to White. Pass to Porter. Looking for Carter. He gets it there. From the arc. Markkanen can't get it to go. Pacers leading by 6. Oladipo right side. Up top Warren. Guarded by Porter. Got a piece of it. And oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. Kicks it out to Markkanen. There's the feed to Carter. Turner comes with the double team. Carter, the pass to Porter. Shot clock at 5. And the pass to White. Now here is Carter, defended by Sabonis. And it's Carter missing.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Here's Oladipo. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Levine for 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Levine's got his 2nd basket of the night.
You look at Levine's jump shot. It's very hard to contest because he gets great lift off the floor.
Brogdon looking it over. We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
A primary responsibility of Brogdon's. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to him.
Kick out to Levine. Launches it. Another 3 for Chicago.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Now Brogdon. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. From the baseline. No good that time. Victor Oladipo getting it done for the Indiana Pacers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Pacers' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
Thomas Satoransky is out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Young, and it's Hutchinson in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's Satoransky. Those 3-pointers off the mark. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. 4-point game. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch, I agree. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That is his first foul of the game. And Indiana making a change here. Holiday's checked in. Satoransky, the pass to Cornette.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one at the line is good. Both shots good from the stripe.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Nice shot by McDermott.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Bulls trail by 6. Passes to Cornette. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Back to Dunn. Pass to Cornette. It's rebounded by Indiana. McDermott with it. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Chicago. Shaquille Harris comes in for Satoransky. Cornette can't get it to go. Pacers leading by 8. And here is Lamb. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Second shot opportunity. There's Bitadze. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Pacers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And last season,
as a team. They knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Pass to Dunn. And Lamb with a clear path to the hoop by himself, and slam dunk by Lamb.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
The putback, it's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Holiday against Dunn. It's hauled in by Cornette. Bulls trail by 10. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Luke Cornette. Dean comes in for Harrison, and it's White in for Dunn. Greg, you look at the career of Victor Oladipo, drafted second overall out of Indiana, but didn't break out in his NBA career until coming to the Pacers. A bit of a late bloomer.
And Kevin, Oladipo's a prime example of some players just needing time. It also shows you how much the right situation helps a player. Oladipo always had the talent. He just found a place to foster.
Outside, Sabonis. Oladipo outside. Clock at 6. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Thaddeus Young.
The combination of shooting and speed Oladipo provides this team is invaluable. And his hunger to keep getting better, also impressive.
Carter, he's checked in for Chicago. Porter comes in for Denzel Valentine. And a change for the Pacers. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon.
Sometimes when Levine doesn't want to challenge at the rim, he goes to the floater.
McConnell, and it's Chicago with the rebound. And 1:01 left in the second quarter. White dishes to Markkanen. It's stolen by Oladipo. And it's good for 2. Oladipo's got 11.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Back to White. Good work defensively by Turner. So Oladipo will bring it up for Indiana. They've held a 12-point lead early. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Pacers lead by 11.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. White the pass to Porter. Over McConnell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The 3rd overall pick in 2013. Porter's gotten a big contract. He's been traded. He's had a lot going on early in his career.
And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the half. McConnell's scanning the floor. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. And he makes both free throws. The shot by Carter, nobody around. And too long on the shot.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. Victor Oladipo had it going on in the first quarter. He had 11 points, 2 rebounds. Thanks for joining.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Victor Oladipo in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Brogdon and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. Sabonis and Turner up front. And it's Warren in at the 3, the small forward. Bulls trail by 11. Levine kicks to White. Down low, it's tipped. Markkanen passes to Carter. On to White. From outside the arc. The shot missing. And Indiana will come the other way. Oladipo goes in. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Well, go figure is right. White dishes to Markkanen, takes the 3. The rebound by Turner.
They just don't have it right now. 0 for 4. Must have been one poor speech at halftime.
And now White pushing it up and no one back to stop him.
And that one started by the quick hands of Levine. Then the good look up court.
Pacers leading by 13. Oladipo taking his time here. Goes back up. Outside to Brogdon. This one for 3. Kept alive by Indiana. Sabonis with the bucket. Sabonis has got his first bucket of the night.
A tireless rebounder. Sabonis gives his team an edge on the glass.
And the call will be against Sabonis. That is his first foul of the game. Harrison's checked in for the Bulls. Justin Holiday's checked in for Indiana. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Oladipo. Back to White. Fires the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. White's got 5 points in the quarter.
Kobe White doesn't need much time or space to get off that catch and shoot.
Brogdon kicks to Lamb. Outside Holiday. From deep. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 5 rebounds tonight. Three-pointer, Markkanen. It's rebounded by Indiana. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Elbow shot is on the way. Kept alive, Turner. Makes it off the glass. Turner's got 6.
A big like Turner, just using that height inside, it's almost a lost art.
It's Porter outside. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And really throughout his entire career, Otto Porter has been a solid shooter from distance. Great option to plant in the corner and really open up a defense.
Yes, Otto Porter shoots around 40% from his career, GA, beyond the arc. What I love about him, he has a quick release that he can get off without much room. Also, Porter keeps defenders honest with his ability to put the ball on the floor.
Up the floor. Carter with the bucket.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Holiday, the pass to Brogdon. Outside, Lamb. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense. Markkanen
into the lane. The pass to Harrison. Just 5 on the clock. Hands it from downtown. Harrison's got his first 3 points of the game.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. Just shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Outside to Brogdon. Back to Sabonis. And it's sent back by Carter.
That time, Carter's length and vertical paying dividends. He has tremendous potential as a rim protector.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. Feeds it to Carter. Back to Markkanen. The Bulls need to get a shot off here.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been playing. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So for Chicago right now, they've got Dunn, also Thomas Satoransky out there. And it's Young in at the 4 slot. And it's Aaron Holiday with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Young's shot is off.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The shot by Holiday, no good. McConnell with it. He's against Young. Now, here's McConnell. Here's Bitadze. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Pacers lead by 17.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
The Bulls shooting just 31% in the game. Passes it to Cornette. Bulls moving the ball around. Now here's Satoransky. He's guarded closely. Young inside. Guarded by Holiday. Young, no good. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Great steal to get them in transition. Chris Dunn with the anticipation, so disruptive on the defensive end.
Indiana leading by 17. Now McConnell. Has to be Tadze. And the wide open shot from Warren. McConnell tips it back in.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
The kick out to Young. Done outside. Back to Young. 3-pointer. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort. You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Young for 3. The Pacers pull it in. McConnell's got his 4th rebound in this one. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Chris Dunn picks one up. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Here's Holiday. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Carter. Outside, Porter. It's stolen by Oladipo.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Pacers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Victor Oladipo.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Carter. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Lauri Markkanen. Valentine's checked in for Porter. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Zach LaVine. Pass to Sumner. 46 seconds left to play in the final quarter. 6 to shoot. There's the dish to Oladipo. Chicago grabs the miss.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Back to Valentine. Dunn outside. And Satoransky kicks to Dunn. Valentine with it. Here's Gafford. It's blocked. Oladipo outside. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Justin Holiday.
Here's McConnell. No good.
Great defense by Chris Dunn. Makes the shot difficult without fouling.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But
all right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. we've got some NBA. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Now they're getting closer. Thanks, D.A. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the 3. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Oubre, and it's Ayton in at center. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. But we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
And stolen by Ayton, and they're pushing it up. Back to Booker. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the one thing you notice about Gilgeous-Alexander, you know, he sort of glides around the court and suddenly hit you with that burst.
Well, it's amazing that he has that crafty and uncanny ability, and then he's having some time with Chris Paul. So that's only going to be enhanced as Shea continues to work that change of pace game.
Now, here's Rubio. Plays it up and banks it in.
Just a great job out of the pick and roll. Thousands of those opportunities for Ricky Rubio. He knows what to do.
Paul outside. Shoots from the elbow, and he gets the jumper to drop.
And Chris Paul so comfortable operating in the mid-range.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Booker, right side. Nice move. He lays it in.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And he uses the glass on the layup.
So creative right there. Paul's fantastic at finding ways to get inside and capitalize, whether it's him or a teammate.
Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Chris Paul. Passes it to Dort. Back to Gilgeous.